Morning everybody, it's Odd Job Bill here. Right, today just want to see if I can build a little sort of bin store. My girlfriend's asked me to build a bin store, so I thought I'd give it a go. I've got some old wood, been knocking around a building site, so I thought I'd go and pick that up. They said I could have it, so right, I'll turn you around and show you what I've got to deal with. Right, so I've got some of these pieces of wood here. Nice clean bits and so not so clean bits, so that's the sort of design I'm going for. I'm going to cut these 4x3s down to 2x3s, so I can get 2 bits out of each piece of that, and then I'm going to go from there. So I'll set it up and you can see how I get on. See, I've had a bit of a change around in here. Turn the lights on. So I've got all this. I've got my Evolution chop saw and my bench saw, table saw. I've got all this wood, so I'm going to use what I've got here to make up the bin storage. I've sort of made myself a little area in here, so as I collect the wood I'll put it away to dry if it's been outside. Right, I shall get on, I'll set you up and you can watch how I do it. Sweet. What I hadn't realised at this point is that I hadn't connected up the vacuum hose to the back or to the top of the blade cover, so in a moment you'll start seeing smoke come from the blade, which is where all the chippings are building up underneath. After this cut I'd realised, and I connected both hoses and everything was okay after that. Right, I won't bore you with the rest. I'll cut a few of these down and then we'll move on from there. Right, at this point I was just sort of butt joining them together and sort of measuring up where I wanted the recycle bin gaps to be and how I'd have the shelves. So here I'm just using the wall to sort of support the wood as I drill and screw it together. Right, I made a little bit of a mistake. I put all of that together. I built all of that first, forgetting that I had to add on the bin storage. So there's no point having a bin storage without a bin storage. So what I'm going to do is cut down now and add, because I haven't got any bits long enough, so they're going to have to be enough for me to work with. Those ones over there will have to be sufficient for what I need. So I'm going to cut that away and join another piece on for the bin storage back in front.
Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Right, as you can see, the back's on now. What I didn't realise is that the GoPro had stopped recording. So before I realised it had stopped recording, obviously I'd fitted all the back pieces. As you can see, they're just uprights, and I've measured the bits to go across the back. So what we'll do now, we'll measure up and get some shelves fitted. Right, a little bit of an update. As you can see, using a Craig jig, pocket hole jig. Made life a bit easier. I've done some butt joints and I realised I had the pocket hole jig. Yeah, so I've done down here. If I'd have used my brain, I'd have done all of them in one strip instead of cutting loads of little ones. I realised afterwards I can do the other 3 shelves or other 2 shelves like that. So I pocket hold those there, down the bottom. So yeah, quick update on that. And the other good thing is this Craig's clamp, brilliant. Makes life a little bit easier. Right, to get the angle, to find out the angle across from the back to the front. The front's 10mm lower. So what I do is I put the timber at the back here, put nice and level at the top. Do the same to the front. And then what I can do is I can mark a line on the wood here, at the back and on the front. And hopefully, I'll cut all of these 4. I've got to put the upright in now, but once I've cut all these 4, they all should fit nicely. Yeah, so right, we'll go ahead with that, and you can see what it's like when I've done it. I have my drill set on 9, just so it doesn't over tighten the Kreg screws. What I've done is I've numbered them from 0 to 3, put 3 on there, and a mark on the front just to remind me where they go, really. And these little DeWalt 10.8 volt XR lithium, they're brilliant. I mean, I think they do them in 12 volt now. This is the DCF 815. They've been brilliant to start with. I've got heavier duty ones now, the stronger ones, the 18 volt, but these have been absolutely brilliant. So yeah, and the good thing about them is you get them every now and then on a special. This is the DC D710, and they come in a little bag as well. And just for the DIY, these ones are great. So yeah, highly recommend. Right, here we go. Sorry, but I didn't know the camera had shut off. Right, I've cut all the back pieces and screwed them in place. For a first attempt of a bin shed, it's a bit heavy duty, but as I've said before, but yeah, I'm pleased with myself. I've only built little bits before, and as you can see from one of my other videos about me doing my shed, I'm gradually learning, and this is what I call it, my journey of learning. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the feather edge and do the sides in the top, and then I'll let you catch up. Big mistake. Reason I was finding it harder is because I wasn't thinking. I put that at the top and then the next one on top, so actually that's completely wrong. Got to take all these off because obviously water hitting down here will then catch here and go inside, so I've got to take all these off and put them back on again the other way round. If I'd have thought about it, instead of trying to rush, I'd have started at the bottom, which I did in the first place off camera, but no, I did it this way and I've nearly got all the way to the bottom before I've realised. So don't make my mistake. Make sure that the thinner part overlaps the thicker part. Go from the bottom. If you're building something like this, go from the bottom up, and then when you get to the top you can scribe in whatever you have to scribe in. But for now I'm just going to take this apart and learn by my mistakes. That's why I call this my journey of learning. Right, as you can see, all put on the proper way now. All I've got to do is do the other side. I've been speaking to the boss and she wants it a flat top. I was going to try and do it so that it was feather edge, but the boss wants it flat top. So I'll put a flat top on it and put a bit of felt, and yeah, we're nearly done. Right, let's finish the day off. It's done all in now. Done now. Just got some bits to put in the back there. I've got to cut up some batten to make those. Just got to keep cut that down and then screw them all in place. Pinned them again. I pinned them this time just so that if I did make a mistake, I could alter it. And tomorrow I'm going to put the roof on and then see if I've got some felt somewhere. So yeah, looking good. Right, I've done the top. Just got to go and get some felt now. I was hoping I'd have some, but I haven't. I'll put a bit of feather edge along the back to act as a drip edge around the back in case any water goes that way. And then I've put a piece of batten around the sides, along the front. Finished off in there. Just got to cut that bit of feather edge back there. Go and get the felt and Just treat the open areas with some preservative, and then yeah, it'll be all done. Happy. Right, I've felted the roof. I put 10mm packers underneath to raise it off the ground, and treated all the bare edges. I'm really happy with the way this has turned out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so next time I do something like this you'll be notified. Thank you very much. Bye bye.